Oh, what's up, dudes? It's Cohort here, coming at you with a Hunter review, chapter review. So a lot of people are saying that chrollo won this fight and Hisoka's gonna die, and I don't know. It seems I'm not really getting that message. I don't know if I'm like reading a different translation than most people. Are the official translations that much different than manga stream? You know, is it about that big of a difference? I don't really get that vibe that Hisoka's dead. It's gonna lose this fight, and it's clearly. I mean, did I miss something when I read the chapter review? Did I miss something? Like, was there a panel? I don't know, guys. Look, guys, no more fucking jokes, okay? You guys know I'm a Hisoka. I'm a Hisoka fan, especially in this fight, right? And I am in hashtag Team Hisoka. And actually, I really like Chrollo's character too. I initially wanted Chrollo in this fight. I think Hisoka's gonna win, and I think this chapter didn't really say, like, I don't think, okay, I mean, obviously, like, Chrollo, I'd say the battle was like 55-45, 60-40 in Chrollo's favor the past 6 chapters, right? This chapter, it's stepped up. It's like a 7-3, you know, he went up a point, or 2 points. I mean, he was clearly in control. And, I mean, even some of those panels from Hisoka. Am I gonna die? I mean, that's a panel, like, that's not a panel. I mean, this guy's in death battles all the time. Like, it's not usually a panel you'd see from Hisoka. But I think unless we get confirmation that either side is won or lost, it's not certain, right? But I can say I did determine that the Asa. Here's the other reason this chapter is very ambiguous. That explosion, and I have determined that it was Hisoka's explosion. It was not Chrollo's explosion, and the reason is because all the previous Sun and Moon. Okay, we know. Here's the thing: we know this about Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon explosions vary in potency, right? And from how long he makes the seal, right? So he's making the seal on everyone. now there's a seal on my phone, but so he makes a seal, and then if he just touches it in an instant, it makes a very small explosion, right? But if he does it for 3 to 5 seconds, it makes a full highest impact explosion, right? And he even said in this chapter, he made all these explosions at the highest impact. So, and we saw the explosions, and that explosion in the end was significantly larger. Or larger enough that it was different than the previous explosions on him and the reasons he lost his hand, right? And so, that leads me to believe that explosion in the end, it was not from Sun and Moon. It was from Hisoka. And so, yeah, I do think the next chapter is going to be very different. Small chance. I mean, you guys know this stuff jumps around a lot. So next chapter, it could not be in the battle at all. Maybe you go back to Kurapika or some of the other. There's a lot of crazy stuff in the Dark Continent. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on this continent. I was kind of sleeping on this art, guys, and then I did some like reading. You know, you guys know how it is. The 3 a.m. like grind or just like reading cool stuff. I did a bunch of that, and I was like, shoot, this continent's huge, this arc's huge, and I'm really excited for it. So it might go to the end. But next time I think it goes back to this fight, I think we're gonna see some good stuff out of Hisoka. The other reason is because I predicted that Hisoka is going to use a new ability, and he hasn't done that yet. So I think that I think for those 2 or those 3 reasons, I don't think Hisoka's necessarily lost this fight. I don't think he lost this chapter even. Hey guys, it's time for the weekly who do I think is going to die in this battle part of my review. Okay guys, you guys know that every week I say I think Chrollo's going to die, and then I list my reasons. I'm gonna counter some of them. Okay, Hisoka is more important than Chrollo in the story. He's done less, and he's more favored than I think overall. I think Chrollo's already played his role in the story. Like, Hisoka doesn't play a role. Like, if Hisoka died, it'd be the weirdest, like, silliest death of all time. Like, I think most people agree with me. Like, I think most people think Hisoka's gonna die. So it's like, if Chrollo did win and Hisoka did die, I think most people would be like blown away. Like, it's ridiculous. And actually, I mean, just look at the series might be worse as a result. I don't think that's true. I think we should leave that up to Togashi and, you know, artistic interpretation. But I mean, as far as the shonen manga goes, I think people would be upset with it. But here's the thing, Chrollo doesn't have the same limitations, right? So in that respect, I think it's pretty certain that Hisoka's grim. But okay, there's four different possible situations. They both die. I think that's pretty much not, like, that's not gonna happen. That's just silly. And then either Hisoka or Chrollo dies, which I think that's most likely, and I think that's what's going to happen because it said this is going to be a death match, and I mean, the stakes are at maximum. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't a joke battle. Like, we're here to play games, right? Okay, and then there's a fourth possibility where neither one of them dies, and I think this is by far the most interesting option, but also I don't think it's gonna happen because it's aesthetically it's less pleasing, right? So basically, this whole fight could be a setup between Hisoka and Chrollo. We don't know. Either side, if they die, it might give them an advantage. Either one of them could fake a death, you know? Using this fight would be a perfect way to do that. Plus, most of the audience, it's a battle that heavily involves the audience, so it's like, people in the audience aren't going to be able to pay too much attention, so it'd be easy for one of them to fake a death, right? And that would tie into getting into the Dark Tournament and tie into the princess, you know? It's possible someone interrupts the fight, you know? Let's say one of the princes says, hey, you know what, I want both of you as my bodyguards. I mean, how interesting would that be? And so he disrupts the fight. That's something that's very plausible. So, maybe I'm just being a noob here, but I don't really see why. And if you guys know about being a noob, I mean, let me know. I'm very open about it, but I don't really see, like, what is Chrollo's ambition for killing Hisoka? Like, I don't really understand Hisoka's either, but through his character and what he's done in the series, okay, it makes sense. I buy it. That I like it. You know, it's like, but Chrollo doesn't have that same like ambition. It just doesn't like. He seems like more he's defending himself. Also, Kurapika is supposed to kill Chrollo, not Hisoka, or you know, Kurapika wants to kill Chrollo because eyes back. So it's like that's another thing where I mean, so if Hisoka kills him, I mean they're allies, but. So it's like that's kind of another reason I think neither one of them is going to die, but that is a solution I'd be most disappointed by, but at the same time I'd be happiest with because I think it'd be the best of the story. I think most, but at the same time I kind of do see someone when I see someone die. So I'm starting out here, guys. This is Boy Will Cooker, and you know you guys, this has been real. I mean you guys have had such a good time here. I've had such a good time with you guys, but you gotta leave Will Cooker world one of these days. So until next time.